Okay, guys. I'm being told to pull out the crown chakra bowl for this one. This is the message about Orion, okay? And the star beings coming through right now, and difficult DNA. So I'm going to touch on this a little bit. Let me get this bowl out, okay? So I'm going to play the crown. This is our crown chakra, really kind of just above this area. So just breathe. You're gonna crack up. Okay. This is my 4th message today. I have one more. Every time the message was done, the mosquitoes would like come and launch on me, and then they go away when I start a new message. Every time. Talk about nature's like leading this whole thing. It's crazy. Okay. All right. So I was called to show this card first. 111, as I said that. Subdet. Okay. Cosmic power. Unlimited potential, sacred mission initiation. Now, what I've been noticing about Orion, and it's been coming through for a while, and I told you guys in another video that sometimes I will see something that looks like the Orion constellation, but I know that it's not. I can feel that it's not. Okay? 133, as I said that. There are times when I notice it and it feels light and supportive and like protective. 144, as I said that. There are other times when I go outside and I'm like, what is that? And I can just tell something's off. Okay, so I do think there are some attempts to mimic it, even though I can sense when it's not authentic. But yesterday, when I was walking, I said this in the video I made yesterday, I saw a flock of birds, 3 flying in the middle, just like Orion's belt, and 2 on either side. Okay, and I really need to look this up, but I haven't done it yet. If Orion's belt is visible throughout the year at all times, because I see it every night no matter what for years. Okay, so I'm very curious. Now I need to go look that up, because I feel like that's also important. Okay, because why has it been visible every night for years? This, you know, the visibility and position of these constellations should change as we move. Okay, so what I want to say about this. So first I'm going to make some connections for you guys, because I did look this up. So when I researched what is the Orion, what is the typical Orion meaning, okay, in ancient Egypt, because that's coming through so much, and I am being told to pull a card from the Egyptian deck. So Orion, in the ancient Egyptian tradition, based on what I found, was connected to the god Sa, okay, which is linked to Osiris, okay. And this, so think of Orion as the masculine constellation of ancient Egypt, that sky father, okay? Sirius being connected to Subdet, okay? Isis, the mother, okay? The beginning, as we see it in the Bible, Genesis, Isis, okay? Genesis. A lot of people don't realize that, and that's something my dear friend Shay taught me. And I was like, oh, this totally makes sense, right? Like she's coming through in all the directions. 344, as I said that. So think of one of them as being kind of the masculine and one being the feminine, okay? And I do feel like over the last few years, a little yellow butterfly just came in as I said this, that my sky father has been teaching me how to calibrate both energies, right? The mother and the father. The light and the dark, the feminine and the masculine, all the calibrations that bring us to divine child, okay? But I wanted more information on it because I wanted to know why there's this mixed energy, like why sometimes it feels good, why sometimes it feels heavy. What's this about? I love all these little bugs so much. Okay. Sekhmet, she's actually one of my primary guides. Yep. Yes. So there's something there that Sekhmet's telling us, okay? So, Sekhmet's strength guidance. Harness your inner strength to overcome obstacles, stand firm in your convictions, and tackle any challenges with determination. Exercise and physical activity will help boost your resilience. Okay. So, what do you want to say about that, Sekhmet? She's saying let go of our fear, mine and anyone's who watches this, of any stars working against us. They are all for us. I'm going to set this one down. They are teachers, she said. They're moving in patterns so stars are not what we think they are. I think everybody's seeing that now. Like, as they're able to get these better recordings of them, they are living light bodies, beings, okay? And they're moving in patterns to help us awaken. They're like, so like my guide showing me Orion and my connections to ancient Egypt, and even just my connections to Sekhmet that came through over the years, and to the Hathors of Egypt and Isis, okay? Orion was there, like the way they're explaining it, to help me remember. It was like them being there in that position helped me remember, okay? But what they're showing me about it, okay, now they're talking about it. Yeah. Is the light and the dark of Orion, okay? So what they're trying to say is, and this came through in a message I did the other day, is as we remember our ancient connections, these collective consciousness beings, okay, of like ancient Egypt or Lemuria or Atlantis or the Maya, any nation, okay, they really want us to be honest about their mistakes, okay? So when we go back and we see maybe lifetimes we've lived with these collectives, or if they're just showing us through the Akashic records, they want us to see both the light and the dark of their existence. And that's because it's wisdom to know both sides, to calibrate that and make a better choice. Because remember, life is a spiral, and they're showing the spiral, okay? And they're saying we go up and down it, okay? And as we do, they're just moving light language through my hands. As we go up and down the spiral, okay, if we're honest and we take in all the information, we can actually go up the spiral better than we did last time, okay? So we're here to correct the patterns of what happened in Atlantis, okay? To calibrate Lemuria and Atlantis, okay? Sort of that, here like a Sky Father, Earth Mother calibration. So that duality that we've experienced here for so long within us, having both masculine and feminine within us, okay? Having both light and dark. You know, this goes back to a more ancient story, and that's what they're talking about with Orion's ancient story. They're saying some of us are carrying very difficult DNA to calibrate. So this is going to get into the DNA, okay? Some of us have, on a soul level, agreed to carry some of the heavier DNAs. How do you want to call this? Yeah. The memories of wars, galactic wars, the memories of darker civilizations, less enlightened civilizations. It's very heavy vibrations that require mastery to carry. They're reminding me of my womb awakening when I first encountered the rage of Mother Earth over how she has been oppressed in her children, that I chose on a soul level to come in and activate my womb and the portal of the womb, and to face her feelings, feel them with her, but then calibrate it with the other DNA that I had. So she's showing me like a flower of life symbol. She's telling me to pull one of these. It's like we chose, though. You guys are going to know who you are. It's not going to be everybody. It's going to be some who've had extremely hard things to overcome in this life, and also very, very hard emotions, deep, like, it's so intense. They're saying it's so intense because you're carrying the memories of some of the beings that are what we would consider dark, okay? But that when you come into the earth realm and you're born into the human body, you have to agree to the DNA of the family that you're born into. And if your family are descendants of any of what we would have considered nefarious beings, okay, like the Nephilim is what I'm hearing, that they weren't, what I'm hearing is that not everything was bad, okay? That doesn't mean every single one of these beings was bad. that it doesn't matter. You're bringing in the collective consciousness of that being. Okay, so when I bring in the collective consciousness of Egypt, I'm going to see all of Egypt. I saw the ugly, you guys. Everything was not all just wonderful, even though we can learn from them, and we are ascending with their help. Okay, but the lives that I saw, in that one in particular that I remembered and I went back to and literally saw what happened to me, I was murdered in that life because of my psychic abilities, because I was born into the royal family and they did not want someone with my abilities leading, because they would have had to have changed, because I would have channeled the light. So in that lifetime, they allowed me to have children. I had twins. They took my children and then they killed me. But they didn't do it before my activation. This is what's really important, and my guides have taught me that. I obtained whatever I needed to obtain there to bring it to here. So that sacred information that was inside of the temple where we lived, okay, we lived in this, like, it was all made of stone. It was not a pyramid. It was a, like, temple place, a palace, and it had water running through it, and we slept on these beds made of stone with, like, water running right next to us, and I could see the whole thing, you guys. It was very, very vivid, okay? What they're saying is they need us to understand that they made mistakes, okay? Just like we have as a collective. And they're wanting us to learn from their mistakes. Yeah. Serapis Bay, Ascension. That's that Father energy, guys. That's Sky Father. Jesus. Wow. I have said this forever. Jesus always tells me he's my Father, and he tells me he is all these beings. This golden light, Ra, Serapis Bay, Jesus, all the same being. Sky Father. Okay? So, wow. He says, you are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. Oh my God. You guys, what an amazing message. And I feel like it's for everybody. It's not just for me. This is why Orion keeps showing up. It's healing the father wound, you guys. It's reminding us. See, deep down, you got to remember, it's not just this lifetime that you're healing. We have had these lifetimes, 12, as I said that, with these collectives, with all these collectives. And we're remembering the star memories, okay? When you start remembering those very ancient lifetimes with other star systems, hold on, I'm gonna pause it for the noise, little school bus. Okay, when you start remembering the Akashic records, and a lot of people are about to because of 3i Atlas, okay? These are very ancient lifetimes, you guys, before Earth, before here. And that can be very heavy and hard to heal because these are like interstellar, they're calling it interstellar war, okay? Loss of entire planetary systems. Planets that were taken over, invaded. Yeah. What do you want me to say about all of that? Because I know Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene were teaching me about this. Yeah. There was heavy grief there. Heavy grief. Imagine the whole planet being lost. God forbid. 1313, as I said that. Terrible. Okay? When those memories come through, and for some of you they will, because if you agree to carry that DNA, you're going to remember it. Not everyone, okay? But some. Just remember that the reason you're remembering is because you have the power to overcome it, okay? Guys, Mother Mary. Wow. 333, as I said that. Love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. Oh my God, you guys. I can't even make this stuff up. This is what I'm saying. We are doing it. It feels like so powerful right now. And the stars are helping us. Star family, you guys. Beautiful. Yep. Lord Shiva, transcendence. We are transcending this. Honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Wow. This is beautiful. Is there anything else you guys want me to pull on this? There's a masculine. Okay. I haven't pulled from my masculine deck in a while, but it feels relevant. Beautiful. Thor. Yep. That is, if that's not sky energy, I don't know what is. Pure plasma. Lightning. Star beings. I'm also hearing, I'm going to read about him, but give me 1 second. Do I have it out here? Did I bring it out? I don't think I did. Let's see. Oh, I did. I did. Right here. I'm hearing to get you a unicorn on this as well. And I'm going to read about Thor. I love Thor, actually. Yeah. Wow. So see the sun. So there's your solar energy. She's gentle. It's called gentleness, okay? Be kind to yourself and others. Honor your gentleness. Speak words of love. And I'm also hearing, as you heal this, see, we're healing the mother-father wound, you guys, that feeling of being abandoned here. A lot of starseeds carry that wound. As you do this, be gentle with yourself, okay? Yep. Wow, okay. Inspired action is different from action that is not based on conscious intention. It combines the heart and mind as allies working towards one goal. Yeah, it feels like the mother-father working together, you know? Because earlier in the readings I did earlier, it said the woman holding the heart and mind working together, okay? So, kick down the old paradigms, it said. Think outside the box. Yep. It says this card lends itself to actually having a plan, okay? So it says, inspired action is well thought out and planned with intention. Wow, you guys, this is telling me, this is confirming that we agreed to come here with this DNA in order to heal it, activate it, heal it, calibrate it, and bring it through, okay? So this is a plan, okay? Literally, this said, this card inspires the action of having a plan instead of acting from a primal instinctual basis with no consideration of destination, 100%. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when you access that rage, that deeper, heavier DNA, the memories of the wars, the galactic wars, and the things done to these planets, these sacred places, okay? The rage, you guys, if you didn't have a plan to overcome the rage, if you didn't have the calibration, if you didn't have the higher frequencies, it would be catastrophic, okay? Yeah. Wow. But it is saying you don't have to know everything, just have an overall goal. So if our overall goal is to heal ourselves in order to heal humanity, okay, just what they're saying is begin the process. Whether that's weekly meditation or daily meditation is really great with the sun, okay, and the stars. You can do this at day or at night, whatever's comfortable for you and safe, okay? As you do that, you're taking steps in the direction of healing the mother-father wound. See, both are showing up. The mother-father wound is being healed right now in humanity. Yeah. We're waking up to the reality that anything is possible, they're saying. Is there anything else you guys want to say on that? Yeah, that's it, they're saying. So pay attention to Orion right now. I feel like this is very important. So in my work with hypnosis, we've discovered that freckles and moles and marks on the body all have messages from the universe, okay? And I've been watching Orion for years. I mean, that's not new, but noticing that it's changing right now, that's new. Something's going on with it, that's new. I look in the mirror last night as I was getting ready to go to bed, and I have 3 dots all in a row and 2 right here, just like Orion's belt. I know you probably can't see it in this video, and I was like, all of a sudden they just popped up on my skin, and I was like, what is this, Father? And this is the message it led me to. So this is going to be relevant for someone, okay? And Sekhmet, because she came up in this too, okay? And she's very connected to my soul. Is there any more on that? That's it. So yeah, I hope this makes sense to whoever needs to see it. If you have had a very, very difficult life, or you struggle with very intense, difficult emotions, I feel this message is for you. And I'm also being told by Spirit to tell you to get help if you need it, okay? In healing those wounds, okay? And the kind of help you get is going to depend on how it's affecting you, so I can't really tell you what you're going to need, but there's so many options of assistance for healing. My kind of work, hypnosis and spiritual healing, right? Energy, sound tuning, hypnosis, all that. But there's also conventional therapy and just support systems and community, okay? Don't try to do it alone. Ask for help from the community. Yeah, and I'm hearing that you are finding your tribe. You're going to find us, okay? You're going to find the ones that can help you deal with it, because we've transcended it. I've been through it, and I know others have as well. So ask for help from people who've gone through this process, okay? Is that all about that? They said, remember Saptat. Isn't she beautiful? See the star above her head and the plasma dripping down from her hair. Cosmic power. We are extremely powerful, but we must heal to do our best work here, okay? So please care for yourself. I'm hearing that. You deserve to heal, okay? All right, that's it. One more message.